Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today, I'll share with you my creative journey through the module. To start off, let me introduce the purpose of this module. It's not just about design techniques, but also about critical thinking, collaboration, and translating ideas into visual forms. Throughout this journey, I focused on reflecting on my work and refining my outcomes based on feedback. This module has truly helped me grow as a designer. The first activity we did was making pancakes. At first, I thought, why are we doing this? It's just cooking, right? But as it turned out, there was so much more to it. For one, communication is so important. Understanding what others need is key, whether you're making pancakes or designing something. Organizing our steps also reminded me how vital it is to structure a design process logically. And of course, feedback played a big role. Our classmates' reactions helped us see what worked and what didn't. It was surprising to see how a simple activity could teach so much about design principles. Next, we explore critical cards. This activity involved identifying key terms and analyzing their significance in design. My teammate and I brainstormed keywords from examples provided during the workshop. We categorized and redefined these terms, which deepened our understanding of critical design. Critical thinking isn't just about solving problems, it's also about redefining them. This shift in perspective expanded my design thinking and allowed me to explore new possibilities. The LATCH workshop was another interesting experience. LATCH stands for location, alphabet, time, category, and hierarchy, and we used it to organize snacks and critical cards. Initially, our categorizations were simple. However, discussions inspired more creative approaches. This activity highlighted the importance of flexibility and creativity in organizing information, whether for snacks or design elements. Sometimes, stepping back and rethinking your approach can lead to much more interesting results. One of the most inspiring parts of the module was researching archives. We started by asking our own questions about digital archives, and the way we asked them helped me think about the social significance of archives. In the physical Mayday Room's archives, I saw materials from social movements and cultural resistance. It was like stepping into history. One striking discovery was the Autonomous Astronauts Society. The rebellious attitude towards space exploration sparked my curiosity, and I searched online to find digital archives about this organization, which made me see how digital and physical archives complement each other. Physical archives give you a tangible connection, while digital archives make it easier to share and access information. Then I discovered an archive that specializes in vintage labels, mostly from the 1960s to 1990s. Seeing this collection, I had two key questions. First, what information is presented on these labels? Second, how do they differ from today's labels? To answer this, I collected data from the archive and also examined modern clothing labels in malls. The biggest difference I found lies in the origin and sustainability markings. Vintage labels often reflect local production in countries like the UK, the US, or Italy. Meanwhile, modern labels frequently point to globalized production in countries such as Bangladesh, Cambodia, and China. This global shift isn't just about cost, it also comes with severe consequences. My research revealed issues like serious water pollution, exploited workers, and imperfect environmental protection facilities in these countries. Another striking observation was the increase in sustainability claims on modern labels. Brands often highlight their use of eco-friendly materials like recycled fabrics. However, many of these garments are still produced in countries with lax regulations, which contradicts the very idea of sustainability. This conflict led me to my project's core topic. While brands promote eco-friendly materials, they remain silent about other environmental problems caused by their production processes. My goal was clear. I want the public to know that material things are not everything. To translate my research into visuals, I began with a zine project. This was a chance to experiment with narrative and design. During a peer review session, Kieran suggested using contrasting font sizes to emphasize the hidden issues beneath the surface. This feedback helped me refine my layout, making the message clearer and more impactful. Building on the zine, I moved on to poster design. I confirmed that my visual keyword is contrast. Initially, I planned to use a metaphor, a fresh banana peel with a rotting interior. The idea was to symbolize the contrast between surface-level sustainability claims and hidden issues. The reason for choosing bananas is that they can be associated with nature and the intuitive structure of the surface and the interior. However, after feedback from Tao, I realized this approach wasn't working. My research connection wasn't strong enough, and the metaphor didn't clearly link back to the fashion industry, so I decided to shift gears. Instead, I used clothing as a visual element and referenced label formats to design a series of posters. These posters highlighted the contrast between the green image, brand's project, and the underlying environmental problems. Cassie provided another critical piece of feedback. She suggested that instead of directly telling the audience the process is dirty, I should present the facts and let them draw their own conclusions. This approach would enhance audience engagement and participation. Taking her advice, I changed the poster slogans into open-ended questions, prompting viewers to think critically about the issues. In addition, Kathy suggested that I do some experiments on materials to achieve an interactive feeling on materials and enhance contrast effect. But time is limited, so I experimented with a digital interactive project. Here is a simple demonstration video. The idea was simple. When the audience moved their mouse over a sustainable label, hidden facts about environmental and social issues are revealed. This interactive format made the contrast between the label's claims and reality more engaging. While the concept was effective, there were technical challenges. For instance, the image quality and typesetting weren't optimal, and I plan to refine this project further in the future. This module taught me that design is not just about creating something visually appealing. It's about critical thinking, meaningful communication, and addressing real-world problems. Through research, experimentation, and feedback, I learned how to turn complex ideas into accessible visuals. Whether it's through a zine, posters, or digital interaction, my goal was always to make people stop, think, and engage with the topic. Thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation. I look forward to hearing your feedback and further refining my work.